Hey, friend of mine who is struggling now to get a scholarship, please, here is the solution for you. Here is the solution for you. My name is Zimila from Mozambique, and in this channel, I will give you the tips on how to write winning application for any scholarship. If you wish to start for free, please join me and let's go. Today, I want to give you the tips on how to apply for Azerbaijan Government Scholarship. Before we start describing the scholarships, I would like to emphasize two main attractive things about these scholarships. Firstly is the scholarship coverage. This is one of the few scholarships that cover tuition fees, international flight every year. It means that you can go home every year, okay, and the government will pay for your trip. A monthly allowance of around $470, medical insurance for emergency cases, the visa and registration cost. It means that these scholarships cover everything you need to live in Azerbaijan. The second thing that's very, very impressive is the type of scholarship. This program includes scholarship for preparatory courses, undergraduate, graduate, and so doctoral degree. It also includes general medicine. It's rare for you to find a scholarship that covers all these programs. So that's really, really impressive about these scholarships. So where to find the call for application? This is the first step. To find it, we have to go to Google, okay? And write Azerbaijan Government Scholarships for International Students and click there. Then when you go down, you'll find here scholarship program for international students and click it. Okay, so when you go down, we'll find this link. Okay, in this page you'll find this link, a scholarship program for citizens of OIC and the member countries. So you click there. Then it will address you to this page. So in this page you will find all the information about the scholarship. But the most important thing here are these attachments. Okay, these attachments you have to read carefully all of them. But the first one that you need to open is the call for application. And when you click here, it will download somewhere, it depends on the computer. Mine is right here. Then you click to open it and you will see, okay, what the program stands for, and then the programs involved, okay, who can apply, the coverage of the scholarship here, the selection process, the required documents, and the submission of the application. And these are the main fields. And this scholarship sometimes is called IELTS scholarship. Okay, it's especially for people from these countries. Okay, which countries are this one? OIC and NAM. We'll see it later, right? For you to make sure that you meet the eligibility criteria. After we find the call for application, we need to review every information that's included there. One of the steps that's really critical is the eligibility criteria. Your country must be a member of one of these two organizations. If it's member of both, okay, but at least one of these organizations your country must be a member of, right? So for you to find if your country is member of one of these two organizations, we have here list of eligible countries. So when you click there, okay, in the web page, it will download somewhere, and you can find here if your country is member of this organization. So for me, since I'm from Mozambique, I just write here Mozambique, and it appears there. Okay, line 73. So it means that my country is eligible to apply for this scholarship, right? Then we have the age limit. Age limit is one of the critical steps. If you apply for undergraduate, then you have to be 25 years old or younger. For graduate, you have to be 30 or younger, and for PhD degree, you have to be 40 or younger. Okay. English skills. About English skills, it's worth to emphasize that it's not mandatory to show these two results, but be sure that you can speak English. Most of the programs here, they accept IELTS 5 minimum, but if you can have more, it's better. And some programs, some universities require IELTS results higher than 5.5. But one of the most important things here in English skills is that the universities normally call you. Okay, not all of them, but as part of the selection process, some universities might arrange an interview with you. During this interview, they will assess your English level. Okay, the last thing in this eligibility criteria that's very important is the health status. This one actually is not written as eligibility criteria, okay, but you have to take into consideration. Why? Because if you are positive in one of these tests, then you can be deported. You have to take this test, and if you are negative, it's better to avoid, okay, to get infected anyway, okay? Because some people, for example, take this test in January, so then they accept it, okay, in July. But during this long way, okay, from January to July, they contract any kind of this virus, and when they arrive here, they must retake the test. And if you take the test and found positive, unfortunately, the government won't accept you to stay in Azerbaijan. So it's better for you to make sure that you are positive or you are negative, and you don't contract any kind of virus during the waiting time, right? So the third step is to collect all the required documents for application and submit. The required documents include the application form. This application form is found on the page, the same page where we download the call for application. We have here the application form, right? So you can click there and come here, open it. So you will find the main fields for you to fill here. Okay, you will fill all these fields here. Okay, and one of the most interesting thing is that you have the choice, okay, to select 3 programs, okay, maybe in 3 universities, as it's written here. 3 universities here, so you can select till 3 and mention which program exactly you want to study, and the study language also. If you have Azerbaijani skills, okay, you can tick here, or if you want to study in English only, you can tick here. If you consider studying in at least 2 languages, then you can tick the language that you prefer to study. And there's statement of purpose. You fill it no more than 500 words, okay? But how to fill this I will explain in my next video. Don't worry about it now. You have the referees here, okay, where you have to provide the name of the people who can be contacted if they want to know a little bit more about you, okay? And here you have the checklist. You have the checklist of the documents that you will submit together with this application form, right? And then you sign here and put the date over there and submit the application. So the second document that's important to include in the process is your certificate or transcripts from high school or university. It depends on the degree that you're applying for. If you apply for a bachelor degree or undergraduate, then you have to submit your high school certificate. If you apply for master's or PhD degree, then you have to submit the certificate of the previous degrees attended, right? Then we have the copy of passport here, and here you have the medical certificate that proves that your HIV, hepatitis B and C tests are negative, right? Then we have the CV or resume, motivation letter, and proof of English proficiency, right? And the fourth step is the submission of the application, okay? So in this step, you have to be clear that the applications are not handed in directly to the embassy of Azerbaijan. You have to submit your application in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Education, or the institution that deals with scholarships in your home country. For example, in Mozambique, we have an institution called Scholarship Institute. So this one manages the scholarships. So when we want to submit an application to study in Azerbaijan, then we have to submit the application in this institution. But one thing that you have to be clear about is that the deadline given by IDA is not the same as the deadline that will be given by this institution, because they will need time to assess your application and then send it to the embassy of Azerbaijan on time. So sometimes the deadline will be a little bit shorter than this. Something that it's very important for you to be aware of is the selection process. When you submit your application, I mentioned it before that you have to submit your application through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Science and Technology, or any other institution that deals with scholarships. This institution, in its turn, when they receive many applications, assess and pre-select the most promising, and these applications are forwarded to the embassy of Azerbaijan. The embassy, in its turn, will shortlist people. Okay, we shortlist people, and these people applications are sent to the universities, and the universities also conduct their own screening process. Okay, so after these stages, then you have the final result. The first pre-selection from the embassy of Azerbaijan is generally announced by April, and the final result generally comes by July. If you need any kind of assistance during the application process, you can review this link here. Okay, you can visit this document. It has the frequently asked questions you can find here. Just click there and see. Not only this, you can also email this address here or call this number, so they will maybe assist you on what you need. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I believe that you guys, if you follow all these instructions, you will be successful. Next year you will tell me that I'm in Azerbaijan studying for free. Please drop your comment, subscribe, and don't forget to press the notification bell to receive the notification as soon as the next video is uploaded.